A Manhattan judge now sentencing 3 men to decades in prison for helping with a years-long drug-induced robbery scheme. Incidents happening outside popular gay bars and nightclubs in New York City over the last few years. We've told you about him here on the show. Prosecutors say the defendants in this case, you see them here, were part of a group who would drug victims to the point of unconsciousness before using their faces to get into their phones. The men would then steal thousands of dollars out of banking accounts and use other apps to buy things like food and clothes. All 3 of the men were convicted of murdering 25-year-old Julio Ramirez. 2 were also convicted of killing 33-year-old John Umberger. During victim statements, Ramirez's brother told the court, "What happened to my brother wasn't just tragic. It was intentional. It was evil." Umberger's mom told the court losing her son was truly the greatest pain and worst pain in the world. Matt Levites has been all over this story. He's following this one for us tonight. What happened in court today, and where does this go from here?
So this was an extremely emotional day in the courtroom. You had strong showings of support from both the defendant's family members and friends and the victim's family members and friends. Neither side wanted to let the judge get off clean without making this decision, without looking them right in the eye. You heard from the victim's family members and friends who directly addressed the defendants for the first time face-to-face in 3 years, really pouring out their hearts and expressing the immense grief that these deaths caused them and their families. You heard from the defendants themselves who expressed sympathy but did not take accountability for causing these murders.
You have been covering this for years, and a lot of what had happened here, specifically what appeared to be the targeting around these gay bars, nightclubs, et cetera, in New York, really didn't come into view until like 8 months after the first incident, right?
Right. So one of the more extraordinary elements of this reporting was that we spoke to many men who told us that they were victims of similar crimes long before these deaths occurred, and that they reported these crimes to the authorities, but that those reports largely fell on deaf ears. So in short, this crime scheme was going on for much longer than you might imagine with the knowledge of the authorities, and arguably could have been prevented had authorities intervened sooner.
Matt Levites, thank you very much for your reporting and bringing us this story tonight.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.